This is a poem I wrote called Little One, and it just kind of talks about how my grandparents came during the 50s from Haiti and from France, and kind of how, American culture has affected us. This poem is inspired by a quote by Marwan McCool that says, "In order for me to write poetry that isn't political, I must listen to the birds, and in order to hear the birds, the warplanes must be silent." Little One. I close my eyes and remember. I kneel in a dream. Hello, little one. I see a little girl I once knew. Tender, loud, but gentle. She tucked herself into a well-made bed and would dream of all she could become. She sat in her mother's arms and listened to tales of her ancestors who built empires in Haiti. She read her grandma's letters recounting when she came to the golden streets of America. I close my eyes and remember. Hello, little one. I remember the first time she was called a name that was not her own, a name that made her skin crawl. Soon, she pried her way out of the chasm of her two worlds, and she surrendered. I close my eyes and remember. I sit in the street. Hello, little one. I see a girl I knew then. She was calculated, ravenous, and bitter. It began the day she woke up and felt that her body did not belong to her. She scratched and scored, peeled, pulled, cut, sliced. She bit at her skin and tore away. She wasn't well favored, frankly. She didn't appear to have many friends at all. Her bed now untucked while she sat reserved in her stillness. She silenced her mother's stories till no words were spoken between them altogether. She stopped responding to her grandmother's letters and forgot the stories of her ancestors. With every passing day, she changed, becoming more unrecognizable, becoming more me. Feeling that she had lived her life all wrong and had betrayed herself for nothing, it left only one thing to do. She began again. I began again. I open my eyes and get up. I lay in my mother's lap. Hello, little one. I start by making my bed in the morning and writing my grandmother a letter. I ask my mom to tell me that one story, though I've heard it 100 times. She spoke. I listened, as to not forget what she says. I relearned kindness and laughter. And I know that I will soon be the little girl I look back on when I'm older. I owe it to her, to my mother and grandmother, to not forget who I am, and to keep growing in this little world they built for me. Dear little one, I'm sorry you had to suffer so much that something so beautiful could exist. Okay, to me, this month is not just about the history of those before us. It's about all of us, right here, right now. With every passing second, we create history. It's up to us to decide what it is we want to leave behind. Begin today or begin tomorrow. Take big steps or little steps. To the little ones within all of you, remember where you came from and don't forget who you are. And in the great words of Marwan McCool, in order for me to write poetry that isn't political, I must listen to the birds. And in order to hear the birds, the warplanes must be silent. This poem is a reminder to try and listen to the birds anyway.